So now let us see the next concept, that is the Mendeleev's periodic table. So as we discussed that Newland was also not successful in classifying the elements. So Mendeleev tried to classify the elements. So for this he divided the elements into vertical columns. He named these vertical columns as groups. So these are known as groups. All these are vertical columns. So he named them as groups. Again, he divided these groups into subgroups. So these subgroups were two, that is A subgroup and B subgroups. So in these groups he arranged the elements of similar chemical properties. Whereas in a period, so now let us see what is a period. So this is a period. That means the horizontal rows are known as periods. So these are horizontal rows which are known as periods, and the vertical columns are known as groups. So these periods had elements with different properties. According to Mendeleev. So this was the classification given at that time. So based on this classification, this Mendeleev gave a law known as the periodic law. So what does this law state? It states that the physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic functions. So what is the meaning of periodic function? That is, they are repeating after following a particular pattern. So depending upon their atomic weights. So this is the law given by Mendeleev. So here what you have to remember, important point is that the physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic weight. So this is known as the periodic law. Now let us see some of the salient features and the achievements of Mendeleev periodic table. So this is very important contribution given by Mendeleev. Now let us see the first feature. So the first feature was that he arranged the elements in groups and subgroups. So this is very important. So when you see the groups, they are represented by Roman numerals 1 to 8. So these groups are again divided into subgroups like 1A, 1B, so like this. So these are the groups and subgroups. So when you see the number of groups, so here we are having 8 groups. So coming on to the next important feature, he arranged the elements in periods. This period is nothing but horizontal row. So remember that this is horizontal, then it is period. If it is vertical like this, then it is a group. So here we are having 7 periods. How many periods are there? 7 are there, which are denoted by Arabic numerals 1 to 7. So here in the periods, the properties of the elements are different. The third and the most important feature of this periodic table was that Mendeleev was able to predict the properties of missing elements. So what he did, he predicted that at that time, let us say some 60 or 70 elements were discovered. So he came to know that by his intuition, in the future, some more elements are being discovered. For example, when you see the periodic table, so this is the periodic table. So these are the elements. So can you see here these blank spaces? So these blank spaces were not discovered. So at that time, almost we can see here, this was the complete blank space at the time of, let us say, 20 years or 15 years. But now slowly these are being filled. So this one is also blank now. So he predicted that there are some blank spaces in the periodic table of Mendeleev. So he deliberately left these blank spaces. Why? Because at that time this element was not known. So he thought that the third and the most important feature of this periodic table was that Mendeleev was able to predict the properties of missing elements. So what he did, he predicted that at that time, let us say some 60 or 70 elements were discovered. So he came to know that by his intuition, in the future, some more elements are being discovered. For example, when you see the periodic table, so this is the periodic table. So these are the elements. So can you see here these blank spaces? So these blank spaces were not discovered. So at that time, almost we can see here, this was the complete blank space at the time of, let us say, 20 years or 15 years. But now slowly these are being filled. So this one is also blank now. So he predicted that there are some blank spaces in the periodic table of Mendeleev. So he deliberately left these blank spaces. Why? Because at that time this element was not known. So he thought that this element will be discovered in the future. So that's why he left this blank space in the periodic table. So here you can see these are the blank spaces left by Mendeleev. So this was the periodic table of 1871. So at that time 10 was not there. Here this was not there. Here you can see here these elements were not there. So he deliberately left these spaces. So the next contribution was that he did correction of atomic weights. So at that time the atomic weights of different elements were not accurate. So atomic weight is equal to equivalent weight into valency. So for example, the atomic weight of beryllium was given as 4.5 into 3, which is equal to 13.5. So before Mendeleev, the chemist, they used to use this formula to find out the atomic weight of beryllium. So what this Mendeleev did, instead of 3, he has taken 2, the valency, and he multiplied, then he got the value of 9. So when you are getting this value of 9, so this means that this beryllium, it would fit in the second group, and its properties are similar to that of magnesium, calcium. So like this, he has changed some of the atomic weights, for example of indium and gold. He was able to give the correct atomic weight of this particular elements. So this was also one of the salient feature. Now let us see some of the limitations of this Mendeleev periodic table. The first important limitation is that anomalous pair of elements. Now let us see what is this anomalous pair. So as we discussed, Mendeleev, he arranged the elements in the increasing order or ascending order. So this was the pattern followed by Mendeleev. But in some cases, what he has done, for example, we will take tellurium. Its atomic weight is 127.6. Similarly, iodine. So its atomic weight is 126.9. So what he has done, he has taken certain elements of highest atomic weight. For example, he arranged, actually according to the ascending order, first he has to arrange iodine here. Next he has to arrange tellurium. But what he has done, instead of this, first he arranged tellurium, then afterwards he arranged iodine. This is known as anomalous pair of elements. So why he has followed this pattern, he did not explain. There was no explanation. So that's why this is one of the limitation of Mendeleev. And one more limitation is that he arranged the dissimilar elements together. So this is one of the limitation. For example, he has taken chlorine, which is a non-metal, and similarly manganese, which is a metal. Even though the properties are different, but he has placed these together. So these are some of the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table.